family, Instagram. What else I got? Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube. I would do TikTok, but for this episode, TikTokers not going to be able to hear what I'm doing, and I'm doing a mic review. So, I have three mics here. I have the Shure. Get this out of the way. All right. I have the Shure SM58. It's a vocal mic. I have vocalists come through, singers, stuff like that come through, and they sing on this mic. I have podcasters come through, and they use this mic. This is the what is this? The Rode Pod. I was going to say a podcast mic, but it's the Rode, pod mic. All right. So Rode O is RODE pod mic, and it's about $100. I forget what this one was, but yeah, check out Shure SM58, and this one is like a specialty mic. So it looks like a phone. So I mainly want to review this because I just got this one, and I wanted to do some music with it as well, and do some skits with it as well. So I was going to review this mic, and the mic I have. All right. So this is the normal mic I have. So this is one you normally hear me on, and I'll switch out the vocal mic. And this is the Shure SM58. So all great mics. I like them all. And this is the Shure SM58. Test 1, test 2. So it's a little bit more deep, but it's also on a different channel. I got them all at the same level. But you can hear this a little bit more smooth than the Rodecaster, the Rode mic. See, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let me see if my levels are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This one's a little bit lower, but 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, so that's the difference between, a mic used for vocals, vocal singing, and a mic used for, podcasting. And this also like $100 mic. I think this one is more expensive. So to me, this one has a more smooth sound. All right. Also, when I compare this mic with this mic, I'm going to take it through the TC Helicon, and the TC Helicon has lots of different effects. I should put the other camera on it, but it's fine. I may do another video with this, but yeah, this is the difference between a pod mic and a vocal mic. All right, well, for vocal singing or being on stage. So I'm going to switch this mic out for this mic. All right, this is one I really wanted to do, the Trash Talk. It's on here. So it's the Trash Talk microphone and Trash Talk audio. So if you wanted this one, it has different colors and stuff like that. You can go ahead and check that one out. Trash Talk audio. So let me change these. And the thing with this one is it has a short cord. So you can see this cord. It's fairly short. So definitely need to connect it with a longer cable. So that's what I'm doing now. All right. And you heard the other mic. It's a little bit more smooth. This one sounds like. Hello, hello, hello. So it's Trash Talk audio. So it makes you sing like, it doesn't really sound like a telephone to me, all right? But it doesn't have that full, it's like a lo-fi type of sound, kind of like a trash sound, like you're having like a conversation over. It doesn't sound like an actual telephone, because telephones today are a lot clearer. This one probably sounds like an old school phone, or what they used to sound like. But this also came with a cloud lifter. So to me, this one seems a little bit lighter in audio, but my signal my signal is pretty good on here. But let me put the other headphone in. So yeah, um, yeah. So this can definitely be used for just to give you a different sound when you're trying to create different content. But a lot of effects, like you can have an effect on your software or in your software, or an effect on your hardware board that'll give you this type of sound. But this is a hardware type of, you know, piece of equipment where you don't need that much, you don't need the software, you don't need the hardware. It just gives you that sound fresh out the box. So I just took this out the box. It came with this, a cable, this cable, right? The cable that's attached, and I connected it to another cable because the cable's kind of long, short. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna go from here, and I'm gonna put this in the TC Helicon, all right, and we'll see what that sounds like. I'm gonna hit it, test. So the TC Helicon, has different effects on this. This is called Gorgeous Hall, Hall, right? So Gorgeous Hall, and let me switch it out with this other vocal mic. This one's kind of, you can hear that every time I talk. So let me switch it out with the SM58, and we'll go from there. This mic, this mic isn't hooked up to the TC Helicon because um, I normally get the clean sound from this mic, and the vocalists want some kind of uh, reverb, some kind of delay on their sound. So I tend to use the TC Helicon with the vocal mics. All right, test, 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 and it's a lot of yeah, it's a lot of echo in there, and I can switch it. Bouncy, megaphone, megaphone, test, 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 test. All right, that's a megaphone sound. So that's a similar sound to this megaphone, similar to what this sounds like, but a little bit less, a little bit lighter in volume. Um, double down, double down, double up, double up, pong, pong. Right, so you can do different things here if you want for your vocals. And I'm gonna get some artists to come in. I'm trying to figure out the contract I want to have with vocalists and stuff like that, because a lot of people do sing cover songs. So I just want to get the paperwork right. Once we get the paperwork right, we get everybody up in here to do their thing. All right. Let me switch this out. And again, this is trash talk audio. All right. I'll go back down, double up, double up. You don't really hear that much effect in this one. Double down, megaphone, megaphone. It takes the volume away. Bouncy room. Back to Gorgeous Hall. Gorgeous Hall's number 8. Rockabilly slap. Not much. Tape echo. Take up tape echo. All right. Hit doubling. Too low. Too high. Too high. High harmony. All right. So I'm gonna go back to. I'm changing this with my foot. Gorgeous Hall. Back to Gorgeous Hall. And this is what I normally have vocalists sing into when they have their tracks. So, um, good microphone. Definitely something I'm going to use. I may use it for skits, but also for some original songs and stuff like that, and also for a look. All right. So that's about it. I'm gonna go back through these mics. I'm gonna take the effect off. This is the effect without the effect. This is the mic without the effects. Straight to the mixing board, and the mixing board straight to the switcher. This is the only thing I don't like about it. It's very. And let me see if I can hear it. You can't hear yourself either. Test one, test two. Test one, test two. Yeah. You can't hear yourself inside the headphone. So those are two things that I don't like, I guess, the sensitivity of it. And I don't like that you can't hear yourself when you're talking. So I have to wear headphones. So if I got to wear headphones, it doesn't sound natural or look natural if I want to check my levels and check how I sound. So I could do like this, but right now I can't really hear myself. So if the signal does cut out, I can watch it on the screen, but if the signal does cut out, it's not something that I can tell what's going on, or how hot I am or whatever from this type of setup. I do have to wear headphones if I do want to monitor it. I would love if the headphones, if it had like a pair of headphones where you can hear or monitor what you're saying inside the headphone or inside the phone itself. All right. All right. And this is the Trash Talk Audio. Trash Talk Audio. And back to the SM58. And this is back to the SM58. And I just noticed something when I said something about that. Like, this, again, is a microphone, but you can't hear yourself. This also is a microphone. You can't hear yourself with this either, so you'd have to wear headphones with either. But with this setup, one would expect, because I've been using this phone before, that one would expect that they could hear themselves. You can't hear yourself when you just have this, all right? Same with this. You can't hear yourself when you just have this, but if you have this up here, this hole, and it's like a phone, one would expect that they can hear themselves. So that's one criticism, but it sounds okay. Y'all can use it for certain purposes, but you check it out for yourself. And this one, again, is my vocal mic. I can add different effects on there. With the TC Helicon, I got to play acoustic. And that's it for this review. And this here's my normal, regular podcast clean mic. All right, so if y'all have any questions regarding these microphones or my equipment, let me know. I have a podcast set up where I can take, two people, right? You and your guest, and y'all can run your podcast here, or you can do it solo, and I have a teleprompter right in front of me that I'm not using. I might need to use it more often, and I have the screen up there and the lights, everything you need. But like I said, I'm doing this mic type review because I'm going to get some artists here, and I'd like the artists to know what their voice sounds like when they're going to be speaking, or going to be speaking without the effect on there. So talk to y'all. Thanks for watching. Ferguson-Bey. And if y'all have any questions regarding the Rode pod mic, the SM58, or Trash Talk Audio, please let me know. I'm about to get another mic because, one, let me tell y'all about this. I have guests here, and when the guests come, some people talk with their hands. Yeah, I'll turn that mic off. Some people talk with their hands, and sometimes they, tap this mic, or sometimes it gets like caught, and then the audio goes out. So I want to get a different mic than this one, but I do like this mic a lot. I use it all the time, but it's been, damaged from falling off the table. That's why I got this stand that stands on the floor as opposed to the table. And next fix I'm going to get is not having this hang out right here. Right there, other mics that comes with a cable, and then that cable connects to right by the pole. So I'm going to get one of those mics. So I'll let y'all know when I get that, and that'll help with the podcast. So that'll be an improvement right here. You can't really see the full screen. It says your logo here. So if you'd like to come to your podcast, you can use the background for display and put your logo up there, etc. So I'll talk to y'all. Thanks for watching. And this was a mic review, reviewing the Pod mic, the SM58, Shure SM58, and Trash Talk Audio as an effect mic. All right. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to y'all. See you soon. Bye. I didn't even check and see if I had any questions. Let me check and see if I got questions. I don't normally have questions. Bloop, 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 doo, doo, doo. Nope, no questions. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all. Bye. All right. So